Hello everyone, this is Strawberry Singh. Today I'm standing on the beautiful Gates of Melancholy sim, and I'm going to give you a glimpse of the Seraphim HUD, which will be released on Saturday, June 25th. Before I begin with that though, I just want to say that everything that you see that I'm wearing right now and the location and slurl of the sim will be available in my blog post. Please find the link to that in the description. Now, first, before I begin talking about the Seraphim HUD itself, let me tell you a little bit about Seraphim for those who are not familiar with it. Seraphim is a blog which covers most of the shopping events going on around the grid. They do a wonderful job of showing all of the items at each event. Here, let me bring up their website here. It's seraphimsl.com. And they do a wonderful job of covering a lot of the events. You can see over here they have different events. You can click on them, like if you want men only events, and then you can click on the event to see what's going on. So you can go to the June event for the men's department, and you'll see that they have all of the items listed. They even have their prices listed, and they have the slurl over here. Okay. So that's what the Seraphim has been doing and providing for so many years. I know they have made my shopping experience in Second Life so much easier, and now they're bringing that experience in world to make it even more convenient. Okay, so on June 25th, they're going to be releasing a Seraphim HUD. It looks similar to this, and I'll show you what it looks like in world as well and how it works. And it will be available for free, completely free, on their marketplace store and as well as an in-world location. Okay, so you'll be able to pick it up on Saturday, June 25th, which is their anniversary party. That's when they're releasing it, and you'll be able to get it then. Now, I already have the HUD, but you can pick it up from marketplace on that day. So when you receive the HUD, what you can do is you can attach it to yourself. I always add so I don't remove anything, especially if I'm on a sim. So it's going to attach to your right hand. You can also res it, and then you click on it, and you can just accept the folder. So I'm just going to detach that. Okay, so once you receive the folder, let me go to the folder. Okay, inside the folder you'll find instructions and FAQ note card. And in that note card, you'll find a more detailed instructions. I really recommend you download, you save the language of your choice, and I'm just going to find that note card and cut it and paste it into this folder so I don't lose it. Okay, so I'll always have the instructions if I ever want to go back to it. But I really recommend reading the instructions because you might get confused at first. Now we can go ahead and attach the HUD itself. The first time you attach the HUD, you'll see it popping up near the top of your screen, and it'll be pretty much smack dab in the center of your screen, and it's going to cover a lot of stuff, and it's a pretty big HUD. So what you can do is minimize it, and you can move it to a location that's not so right in front of your face if you prefer. Now, just to show you how it works, I'm going to leave it where it is right now. Actually, let's just move it to the side a little bit so we can see where we're going and such too. Okay? And later on I'm probably going to just move it to the side. Now, the first time you open the HUD, you'll notice it's completely blank. Okay? You can click on any of these side buttons for it to populate the list with different events that are going on. Okay? It's pretty easy to use, but before we get into using the HUD itself, I want to go into the settings to help you set up the HUD how you want things displayed. So, which events would you like displayed? You can just have the events that are currently going on, that are open, displayed. So that's the default, which is, I think I'm probably going to leave it at that until I fill out my favorites. Until I pick which events are my favorites, and then I'll turn that on as well. But for now, I don't have any favorites, so I'm going to leave that off. or you can enable all events, which will probably be a lot of them, and maybe even some things that you've never heard of. So you might want to do this, turn it on the first time, just to see all the events, and then pick and choose your favorites from there, and then, you know, but I don't know if that's going to lag me out or whatever, or it's going to slow me down right now. So I'm just going to go stick with the open events right now. The notifications notify when there's a new post. That means a new post on the Seraphim website itself, right? You can turn that off or you can leave it on. I'm going to leave it on because it's not very intrusive. The notification, that just means this little bell thing will show up, and then you can click on it for the latest, whatever the latest post is, okay? I'm going to leave it on because I don't mind getting the notification there. Now, repetitive teleport. This is very important if you're trying to get into an event that's like on the first day and it's like jam-packed, so sim is full, and you keep trying. So this will help you keep trying over, and you don't need that let me in HUD or all those different HUDs that let you keep teleporting. Now you have it right in this HUD, and it's convenient. So I'm going to keep that off because I'm not really going to try and teleport into something over and over. So we're going to go back to the main screen, and we have a list of all of the events. Right now they're in alphabetical order. So what I want to do is I want to change the order to events that are currently going on, the ones maybe like the latest events. So I think that's the ascending or descending arrow for the time thing, and this is alphabetical order. So this shows me that the Fantasy Collective, Lost and Found, they just opened today, which is June 22nd. So now I know what events are going on that Seraphim currently is displaying. So let's just say, okay, so let's go on to the Fantasy Collective. I'm going to click on that. So now I have an option to TP there, or I can make that one of my favorite. So I'll click on favorite and I'll add it as a favorite. Or I can click on the gallery and I'll get this little menu popping up, and if I click on that, it'll take me to the Seraphim website, which will show me everything. So I can go into the gallery and everything that is available at the Fantasy Collective right now, and then I can see, okay, is there anything that I really want to purchase from here? Yeah, that looks interesting. I'm always interested in beautiful jewelry, so yeah, let's check out the Fantasy Collective. Now, I am sure if I try to teleport there right now, it's probably going to be impossible to get in, but let's try. So it's asking me, which you can't see because it's the corner of the window, it's saying act on your control inputs, and it's something the HUD is trying to teleport me, so I'm just going to click yes. And wow, it wasn't closed, it wasn't full. Okay, so I've teleported to the sim. Okay, and it's probably going to be very laggy because it's the first day. I should probably move from the landing point first. Okay, good enough. Okay, so it took me to the sim. I've added it as a favorite, I checked out the gallery, I TP'd. Now let's see what other events are going on. I can use these arrows to go through the pages back and forth. Now, this wasn't the best place for me to go through the HUD because obviously the lag is gonna kill it. So let me go back to the sim I was on. But that's how you get to your event. Okay, so I'm going to see if it works here. I'm getting it. I am sorry. All right, so okay, yeah, now it's working. So there's another event that I love, Summerfest, and I'm going to add that as a favorite. Dressing room, different things. So I'm going to see if I can get into Summerfest right now. And again, you can check out the gallery first before you go to the event. And if you decide, yeah, there is something I want from there, I can just teleport. Now, I can teleport there, but let's just say, I'm sorry, that was my computer. Let's just say that I'm not sure where I want to go, but I just want to get off my platform and I just want to explore and go to one of the latest events that are going on. So I can click this Surprise Me button, and it'll pick one of the events that are going on right now that I can teleport to. So there's a Cosmopolitan event, and you can click it again and there's a designer circle, and you can keep clicking until some event sparks your interest. So there's Fameshed. Okay, so I'm gonna actually, before I go to Fameshed, I'm gonna add that as one of my favorites. And now let's try TPing there. It should be less busy since it opened on June 1st. Okay, so I'm just gonna minimize the Seraphim HUD. Okay, it's too laggy to minimize. That's one thing that I have noticed about the HUD, that in laggy places it just doesn't respond well, but that's the case with most HUDs. There we go, now it minimized. So see, I get into the Fameshed. So this will help you find different locations, different places to shop. You'll discover a lot of the events. I'm gonna go back to the sim I was at, just so I can actually use the HUD again. So you might want to minimize the HUD before you end up going to a sim, going to a laggy event, that is. I'm gonna populate the list again properly. There we go. So this will help you probably discover a lot of events. It'll probably get you off of your platform. It'll get you busy working on getting stuff done, and I think it's going to be very, very handy for a lot of us, especially that ones that like to shop a lot and ones that are always looking for a new event. One thing that I hope they might take into consideration is, like, on their website they have categories of men's or kids items. I hope there's a way to categorize that. I don't see that yet, so that would be cool. If that would be a cool feature. So then you only see all of the men's events, or you only see all of the kids events, and stuff like that. So just another idea, but I'm sure they'll keep updating it. There is a group that you can join. Let me go to the Seraphim HUD page. You can join the Seraphim group in World to keep up to date on any HUD updates and releases as they become available. So you can copy this and join the group in World, and then you can stay up to date with everything. So I hope that was informative. Seraphim also has a great informative video, which I will also link to from my blog posts. They might be a little bit easier to understand. I'm kind of like all over the place trying to figure this out at the same time. But this is really exciting, and I think it'll be a lot of fun to use, and it'll be beneficial for not only people that are looking to shop, but also people that are looking to explore and possibly see more people. So I hope that helps, and I hope you guys have a great day. I'm going to be back with some more videos in the next day or two. I have a few more mesh heads and such that I wanted to tell you guys about. So don't forget to visit my channel once again and hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!